Welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee. Yeah, I'm up in this piece. It is one of my most favorite days of the week. It is Media Monday. We are on the Gab Beat. We are here to make sure that you have all of the information that you should have about what's going on in people's business, celebrity gab, um, current events. We're on top of it. We're here to talk about it. So yeah, I'm excited about today. Some things that we got to discuss also a little bit later on in the show, but I got you. I got you. But before I get into all of that, check this out.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
So, on Media Monday, we get into all of what's going on, what's trending, what's the latest. So, we're gonna start with Buzzy or Buzzy. I don't know how to say his name properly, but I don't feel like he deserves a space where I should say his name properly. Then let's get to it. So Gary allegedly got super inappropriate with several women at a fan event, grabbing behinds. Yeah, he grabbed a derriere and attempting to undo one woman's brassiere, leading to charges against the actor. Yeah, you've seen him in multiple movies, but I digress. We're gonna keep it moving. Cops say they were called to the DoubleTree Hotel in New Jersey on August the 13th after two women claimed that they had been assaulted by the actor. Buzzy was on location for a fan event called Monster Mania. I said you've seen him before. And was allegedly taking photos with the women. One of the women say that Buzzy put his face close to her bosom and asked her where she got them. Oh my gosh. He then allegedly attempted to unlatch her bra straps. The other woman claimed he grabbed her behind. The following day, cops say they got a call from a man who reported his daughter had also been assaulted by Buzzy at the event. The victim claimed that Buzzy grabbed her behind as well. According to legal documents, when cops first made contact with the actor about the allegations, he denied groping anyone. Then Buzzy allegedly asked to apologize to the women before claiming that sometimes it is possible to accidentally touch someone in a specific body part. Buzzy has been charged with several counts of committing criminal ass contact and one count of harassment. Let me say this. I was gonna pull his picture up today, but I decided not to. Um, I decided that no longer will your picture be worthy of being on this platform if you're doing any kind of fuck shit. Sorry, I just can't allow that to happen. You don't. I'm already giving you a little shine, so to speak, by even speaking of you, let alone putting your picture on my platform. But you've seen him a lot of B, C, and D budget movies. Um, he's a familiar face, and you can go look him up. If you go look him up, you will understand where I'm coming from. This is not, nor is this the first time that he has been involved in something of this magnitude. So, ladies, again, and I hate that I have to give this warning, but I do because it's very vital to our well being and our survival as women. Stop getting excited when we see these celebrities because not all of them are here for us. Not all of them are going to be respectful. Not all of them are going to um, behave in a manner in which we believe they should behave. It's just what it is. It's like that's how they get down. But I got to go to a quick commercial. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at multiple screens at the same time. I got something, a message to convey. Hold on. I just want to make sure that okay. I have a message to convey towards the end of this podcast as well. A couple of messages, actually, and one of which I've given on multiple occasions, but specifically to this one person. So I'm gonna get into it, and she's part of our our headlines for the day. And so I really feel like I'm glad this is like the last major story that we have tonight because I have a lot to say about the situation. But before I get into that, let's get into Fetty Wap. Let's talk about him real quick. So Fetty Wap will be sentenced to at least 5 years behind bars after pleading guilty to a federal narcotics charge. Fetty was in court Monday where he pled guilty to one count of intent to distribute controlled substances, including the cane, the H, and the null. Y'all know what I'm saying. I just can't really get into it. And this is why we're gonna part of my discussion later on will be what it is. For his arrest back in October. Two of his co-Ds, his co-defendants, Robert Leonardi and Anthony Senchi, pled guilty to the same count in addition to firearms charges. According to a rep from the United States Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, the 31-year-old rap star faces mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years in prison. Officials are estimating that he'll serve anywhere between 87 to 108 months, but he can't get less than a 5 year minimum. We're told Fetty is currently in custody. Fetty was traveling for Rolling Loud, New York, when feds apprehended him and his co-Ds and then accused them of using USPS trucks to smuggle narcotics. Over the course of their investigation, feds say they uncovered a $1.5 million in cash, 16 kilograms of the cane, 2 kilograms of the H, and the null pills, and several firearms. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to make sure that I word this properly so that we don't get struck. What up, Justin? Shout out to Justin Hayes. Thank you for tuning in, babes. Appreciate you. Fetty also has another case pending for allegedly making death threats during a December and 2021 FaceTime call. Oh, there's a lot to say about this. Oh my gosh, where do I begin? Let's just say this. When you become a celebrity, your life, I don't care what level A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It doesn't matter what level you are at when you become a celebrity. You are closely paid attention to. That's why you have to move accordingly. Unfortunately, this young man has a lot of children out here, and he's gonna be in prison for about 5 years of their lives. Five. I do know that a couple of them are like 4 or 5 years old. So by the time he sees them again, they'll be like 10, um, 9, 10-ish. And then he has older children as well. It's unfortunate, but again, know that when you choose your career path wisely, because once you become a celebrity, they are on your heels, and you can't do anything like you can't threaten people on FaceTime and think that that's going to slide. Well, first of all, you can record your FaceTime calls. You could take pictures. That creates a timestamp. It's a lot of things that you could do with the FaceTime situation. So if you're on FaceTime and you're threatening somebody, that's already a no-go. Like, who? Why are we making threats anyway? Like, a real one going to be about it and not be talking about it. Secondly, when it comes to these narcotic charges, I will say this: it's not uncommon. And with the economy going the way that it's been going, and since this dude hasn't dropped an album, a hit song, a hit single anywhere over the years, what did we really think he was out there doing? I mean, what? He ain't making no music. I ain't heard no music from Fat. No, let me take that back. I may have heard one song that he was featured on, but I ain't heard no bangers coming from Fetty Wap, and I ain't heard no albums dropping. I haven't heard any of that. So what exactly would one imagine that he would be doing? What would we imagine he would be doing at this point in time? It's a gnat. I'm gonna kill it. I'm sorry, but what would we imagine that he would be doing at this point in time with no albums, no hit singles, with no anything? Like, you can't believe that they are out here just living off of whatever they made. You don't make money with the first album, nor do you make money with the first single. That's just not how you make tour money when you go on tour. Where have we heard that he was on tour anywhere? I haven't heard that. I don't know where he's been at, but what I do know is this man got hella kids and they all need to be taken care of. One of which is with a young lady named Masika. She's been on Love and Hip Hop LA a couple of times. She's also tried to dive into the music game a little bit as well. And if you are paying attention social media wise, she's been dropping her 2 cents every now and again. So with that being said, that's just one of his baby mamas. That's not all of his baby mamas, and them babies got to be taken care of. So what exactly did we think Fetty was out here doing? I don't know. I don't know. But we got to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. I promise you won't be long. So even if you tune out, tune back in. And I need to talk about our other advertisers. I'm going to talk about them again, but I'll be right back.
What does getting it all done actually look like? A lot like this. Meet your new workspace. Oh, I'm not sharing the right screen, am I? Let's try this again. Meet your new workspace. Your whole team, right here. Let me just, sorry, Karen. All those projects on hold, just a click away from complete. Success is closer than you think. It's actually over there, right next to your Success Manager. It's built to expand as needed. The perfect freelancer for every project? Yes, please. Go ahead. You can use the F word as much as you want here. This is your selection of global freelance talent that never sleeps. All vetted for their excellence and their expertise. Love you, Kevin. Only thing left? Add your favorites to your list and share with your team. Okay, not all of them. Leave it to them to tackle all your business needs, leaving you free. Well, at least free to get more done. That's how fast they work.
Ready to transform your business?
Oh, that looks good. Love that. Approved. Oh, still sharing my screen.
I'm sorry, I'm coming back a little bit discombobulated because I'm still really trying to understand what exactly did we think Fetty was doing. I'm just saying, and especially for rap dudes, like when they have no more heightened security within the music industry, usually they resort back to the streets. And although he had a banger or two, it really boils down to, can we make albums? Like, can we make a whole collective catalog, something to fall back on later? And I didn't see that for him, so I don't know. But anyway, this next story that I have, this one touches my heart a little bit deeply. And I'm going to tell you why after I read the story, and I'm going to get into it after I read the story. But this one, it's a couple of reasons why this touches my heart. So let's talk about Krishan Rock. Poor baby. My poor baby girl. I don't even know her, but she my poor baby girl as far as I can see it. But let's get into her story. So Blueface's girlfriend is in police custody after punching him square in the face. I saw this the second time in less than a month, but he's begging cops to let her go free. Krishan Rock unloaded on the rapper on Sunday night while they were in Whiskey Row bar in Scottsdale, Arizona. Blueface was standing in front of Krishan when she hauled back and struck him twice in the face. I know some of y'all seen that. She landed both shots, sending Blueface backwards, and he made no attempt to go back at her. Instead, security took her down, pinning Krishan to the ground until Scottsdale's PD arrived and hauled her off in handcuffs. So, Blueface's reaction to the violent incident: free Rock. He posted a video saying that we don't ever make the same mistake twice, clearly referring to their very public fight earlier this month. Krishan threw the first punch, but Blueface, who's slated to box Nick Young in a celebrity event next month, fought back, pinning her to the ground. Cops didn't witness the fight, but after seeing the video, said they'd open up an investigation. Nothing's come of the incident yet. The couple never broke up over it, but now with Krishan in jail, Blueface says he wants her freed. It's not sure if he really meant it or he was kind of laughing, because he was kind of laughing in the video. Krishan was arrested for misdemeanor charges of criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. They say she allegedly tried to push her way into the bar and was detained by security until police arrived. Okay. Let me put this down for 2 seconds because I got a lot to say about this particular situation. Well, this young lady in general. One is, it touches my heart because she's from where I'm from. She's from Baltimore City. And I listened to a few podcasts throughout the day, throughout yesterday and today, concerning the situation. And, I try to be objective. So there's some things that one should understand about a female from Baltimore. We fight really, really hard. Why? Because we have to. Um, for those who watch the media, they only show you what they want to show you. This is a beautiful city. It's a lot of culture here. It's a lot of history here, and I'm gonna dive into a lot of that as we go along because I want to switch how people look at the situation, right? Um, Now in latter years, it has been crazy in this city. She is young. You feel me? So, and because I should pull that clip up really quick. But because I've gotten to know a little bit more about her and where she's from in my city, and a little bit about her upbringing and things like that. She's had a really really rough life, and everybody like, well, that shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Has a lot to play in that shit. A lot of people will tell you, oh well, you shouldn't, and that shouldn't play a no. Everything that we grow up seeing, watching, hearing, feeling, like all of that affects us. And so I like the idea of people being more open minded to childhood trauma is a major thing, and you can't tell nobody how they should respond to the situation at hand or what their traumas were and what they were dealing with. And then because I heard one person say, well, she talked about her mom being addicted or whatever, and that shouldn't play a part. You try being shuffled from home to home. You try being put in foster care with people who don't love you. They just there for the check. Like, you try that, and then you tell me how that feels. It's bullshit. She does have issues. She has a lot of traumas that she has to still yet overcome. She's not, I think she's like 22 or something like that. So she has a long life to live. Unfortunately, she got what to do early on in her life, and he has a lot more control than a lot of people believe that he has concerning her situation. Like, for example, he has the name Krishan Rock copywritten. So if she ever used that name, she can be found liable because he has that name copywritten legally under his own company, under his own name. She has no rights to the name. The good thing is she has other talent. She doesn't have to be a musician, and she can always change her stage name. But it's a lot into that story that a lot of people don't get to see or look at because they're not a part of it. I report it, so I'm not a part of it, but I report what's going on in the media, and so I've seen a lot when it comes to this story right here. I think that they're very toxic for one another? Yes, absolutely the fuck I do. They do not belong together. They're young though, and ain't nobody, none of us, gonna tell them what they should be doing because couldn't nobody tell us what we should be doing when we were younger. Nobody. We just did what we wanted to do and figured it out. And I think that's what's gonna happen here. Do I think that he really cares for her? No, I really don't. I think that she brings a lot to the table though. She brings that shine. She brings that essence. She brings some shit to the situation, even with all of their toxic behavior. I told y'all all publicity is good publicity. Good, bad, or indifferent is good publicity. So she brings a lot of more shine, like whereas though he's not really hitting the Billboard charts and none of that. Like, she brings light to his situation, drama and all. So I'm always I gave her big sister advice a while back, and I give her big sister advice again. Baby girl, you all right? Hold on, let me see what's going on. Oh, all right. Baby girl, you got this, and don't let nobody tell you that you don't. Like, you don't necessarily need him for you to be great and successful. You don't. Um, I understand young dumb love. I used to be there once before in my life. I had young dumb love, and eventually you grow out of it, and you grow up, and you be like, what was I thinking? And I hope that this is one of them situations for her. I do, because it's too much. Not only was she arrested in Arizona, but then she also had a warrant out for her arrest. And while she was filming, um, what is that, Bad Girl South, with Natalie Nunn and them, she was arrested as well. So it's a lot, and she has so much that she could do. I just want her to get out of these legal troubles and get out of this toxic situation and be great. You from Baltimore, baby. Stand up, be great. You don't need all of that in your life. All right. I had to get my big sister love out real quick. I'm a big sister by nature, dog. I am a big sister. Literally a big sister. I got younger siblings. So I'm always in big sister mode because in my mind it's like sometimes somebody need to hear. Hold on, we got a comment. Um, Here we go. She makes him relevant. Honestly, I didn't know who he was until the mess happened between them. Exactly. No, I knew who he was. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know who he was, right? I knew who he was because the nigga can't rap on beat to save his life, but he admits it. So I remember, and I do remember the song, Tatiana, or I think that's how you pronounce it, or whatever. So I'm aware of who he is, but he won't have like he doesn't have longevity in his rap career, and I'm glad that he's trying to do other things to keep him relevant. But this is the most relevant he's ever been. Fucking with her and her being so blinded and so jaded by him has given him all of the attention, that more attention than he ever would have in his life, put it like that. So again, big sister moment. I'm hoping that she gets out of all of her legal issues, and I'm hoping that her eyes open the fuck up and she understands that this shit is toxic. Anytime you gotta haul off on a dude like that, it's toxic, baby. Anytime that dude, and we reported that they had the incident back at the top of the month, and I feel like we was being light with what we reported because I watched that video, and to me it wasn't just him pushing her down. It looked like the chain that he had given her with her name on it and stuff, it looked like he was trying to take that back from her, and that's a lot of where the tussle ensued, but they never gonna report that. But I know what I saw with my own eyes. Now, this particular situation in Arizona, I saw him do a little something, not much, maybe like a shove or something like that, and then she hauled off and punched his ass a couple times. It's pay attention to the detail and what we see. You feel me? And that will tell you a lot of what was going on. And again, she's from Baltimore. We don't really play like that. And she's had a very, very rough life. You feel me? And when it's like that, it's like that. I don't believe in domestic violence at all. Although I've had my own domestic violence situations in my lifespan, but even I only had one. But at one, it taught me a lot about who I am as a person. So, big sister advice: get your legal issues together, baby girl, and get the fuck away from that toxic ass situation. Nothing good is gonna come from it. And even though you might think it's the best situation in the world and it's gonna, be great and everything's gonna go the way that you feel, it's not. It's not gonna get any better. It's gonna get worse. Because the more y'all do that to each other, the more both of y'all feel like y'all can do that to each other. No, let it go. And when it gets to that point, let it go. There should be no violence within a relationship, a real relationship anyway. Like, no, let it go. I'm sorry. I had to have finish my big sister moment, but no, let it go. Mm-mm. See, if she was my little sister, we'd be on. And his mother, all intertwined in the situation, don't help it. A mother-in-law that's too involved never helps a relationship. I'm just tell you that. Mothers who have young sons, for future reference, if you want your son to be happy, he gonna learn, and you gonna tell him stuff. But when you get too involved in the situation, he's not gonna find happiness. You're too involved, baby girl. But his mother's all wrapped up in it. Natalie Nunn, not come out. Mother tried to get her to send the checks to the mother's account. It's just too much, and she's a very pretty girl. She is gorgeous. I just hope get out of your legal troubles, get out of the toxic situation. It's not going to get at all. But anyway, let's get to these quick topics really quick. Using myself. A group of men were allegedly responsible of crimes in Atlanta, including burglary. They have been arrested. Listen, I told y'all they knew that was that girl home. They knew that was that girl. Okay, we back. We back. I don't know what's going on around here. I had to do some things. But anyway, we know that Mariah Carey does not spare any expense when it comes to her lifestyle. Them dudes saw the house and was like, it's a rich bitch. They ain't know if it was a dude or not, but somebody rich live in the house. And so, yeah, but they wasn't going to get away with it for long. 3 Arkansas cops removed from duty after video surfaces of brutal beating of a homeless man. I saw that video and it gave me all of the other situations all over. I'm not even going to get George Floyd, Eric. It gave me all of that all over again. And that just goes to show that as much as they want us to, act a certain kind of way, when it comes to our people, it does not matter. Like they don't care about us. But a point that was made by my significant other, which is this: when it comes down to situations like here in my city right now, affluential areas are being affected. But the crazy part is they're not being affected by black folks. And you would expect that in a city that has a majority African American population. It's going down in the affluential areas, like from my city, that would be like Canton, Fells Point, Federal Hill. But all of the footage that you see lately has not been people of color fighting, but people of non-color fighting. And now they're mad at us because we're not stepping in and breaking up the fights. We damned if we do, we damned if we don't. It's crazy out here. But yeah, so yeah, it's getting nuts out here, and I need everybody to keep their eyes open. But that cop situation, to be honest with you, it just reminded me of everything that's been going on. Nothing's changed. Nothing. So let's keep it moving. Black Ink Crew, they're one of their cast members from before. His name was Richard Oh Shit Duncan. We called him Oh Shit. And he was busted for DUI and the cane possession. I'm gonna say this about Oh Shit, and sorry to say this. He was one of my favorite characters because he got a loving heart, right? But this is something he's been battling for years. Um, and the last time I seen him on the episode, he had a wife, and he was defending his wife and all that good stuff. And it seemed that she was keeping him on the right track. But again, this is something he's been battling for years. This is not new for him. Um, so I just hope that he goes into rehab with an open mind this time and definitely stays in there as long as he needs to stay in there to recover. Because he's had many, many charges brought onto him for the same particular reason. And it is what it is. Um, yeah, it's never good when somebody has a serious addiction. So let's get into Asian Doll. Asian Doll gets into an altercation with a woman allegedly trying to snatch her chain. Now, I do believe I have the clip of the woman. Let me just make sure. But if I don't, I'll tell you exactly what I heard about what she had to say about the situation. I promise you, I swear, I hope I saved it. Because it was interesting what she had to say. Let me see if I got it in here. Um, Here we go. I think I got it, y'all. Let me make sure. All right, I got the fight. I got the fight. I don't know if I necessarily had what she had to say, but I definitely had the altercation. Now, what the young lady had to say was this. She said that it wasn't a fight. Asian Doll didn't beat her up. What she said was the security got her on the ground because she definitely did not deny trying to snatch Asian Doll's chain. She said it looked so pretty and beautiful, and she had to have it. So they took the picture, like the little meet and greets, and they took the picture, and then she shot her shot and tried to snatch the chain. Dang, I'm mad that I don't have her explanation, but she said her chain was staring at me. And I said, I need this. I need that. I need that. That's what she said. So the security, what she says, the security got her down. They was kind of, doing what they was doing to it. And then after security got her down, then Asian Dog came up and punched her or kicked her. She don't even know which one it was. Here's the thing. Y'all mess it up for other people. Now, what if celebrities start being dickheads and being like, I don't want to do a meet and greet. I don't want to take pictures with people. I don't want to do none of that because then they got to fear that you want to try to snatch their chains. I'm just saying. So then, in essence, you're fucking it up for somebody else who probably was waiting for that moment just to meet that particular celebrity, and you doing the most, sis. And I get it, she flossing on you, whatever. You don't really have what she got. You envy, you want it. Classic case, but you fucking it up for other people, dog. Like you can't be out here doing that type of shit. So it is what it is. It's fucked up. So anyway, let's keep it moving. Dennis Rodman to visit Russia to try to help with the release of Brittany Griner. I don't know. They don't strike me as they let anybody come in and influence their decisions. She got 9 years, dog, for a vape pen. Not even a pound. She got 9 years for just a vape pen. I don't know if you got that kind of clout over there, Dennis Rodman, but if you do, kudos to you. Big shout out to you if you got them kind of strings that you could pull. You feel me? Where possibly you could get her out of there. And I hope you in the process of trying to free her, because they don't really strike me as the people that's gonna give in. I don't see it. I don't. So kudos if you got that kind of pull. Big kudos, but don't see it. I feel like you just taking a trip to Russia just to enjoy Russia. Like, I don't know that you got that kind of clout. Then that's wrong, man. But whatever. So I'm glad we getting to him because I got a couple of things to say about him quick. Fat Joe announces stand-up show based on his life to show. The show will feature never before heard notes about the Bronx rapper's life and career. Um, it seems like everybody is hopping into the comedy game. I hope that works out for him. I do. Um, it's comedy is a hard sell because you got to make them motherfuckers laugh, and if you don't got it, you don't got it. So I don't know. We gonna see what Fat Joe got to do. But speaking of Fat Joe, his birthday was this weekend, right? And the pictures went up. Busta Rhymes actually posted a few pictures from the party. And we had people like Mary J. Blige there. We had Remy Ma there. We had, of course, Remy Ma was there. That's a success. But what I noticed in scanning the audience was Ashanti was in attendance as well. Um, Amongst a lot of other celebs, but Ashanti was in the building. So then I read a headline that supposedly, I'm not sure yet, though I'm going to get the tea, but supposedly Fat Joe was able to squash the beef between Irv and Ashanti. I don't know how true that is. I don't. That's why everything on this podcast is alleged because Irv don't look like he letting up on this Ashanti beef. Like he really is giving me like to the death type of vibes. You feel me? So it is. I don't know. I don't know what to believe, but I do know at Fat Joe's birthday party, Ashanti was in attendance, and she also did a little, walk to the car, photo, video shoot, and was looking good. She was looking good and all that, but the same outfit that she had getting into the car and walking to the car and getting into the car is the same outfit that she wore at Fat Joe's party, which is why I knew that she really was in attendance. I'm just saying. So we're going to hear what exactly happened. If he did, in fact, squash the beef, I hope he did because it's ridiculous. Irv Gotti, let it go. That was so many years ago. It's time to get past it. But it is what it is. So a woman, Risa King shot the building manager and building engineer in a shooting at Midtown Atlanta near Colony Square as she retaliated against her former employer. Now, it's a lot that she's saying in this clip. I don't really got time to play it, but it's a lot that she got to say in this clip, including she tried to set it up as like it was a burglary. As more details come out about the story, I will be touching up on it. You feel me? All right. So they saying Krishan is out of the slammer following her altercation with Blueface. So she's out now. And now that she's out, I hope somebody shares my message with her. Sis, you are so beautiful. She is so cute and gorgeous. And I just want the best for her. And she has a lot to offer, a lot of talent outside of whatever they got going on. So whatever. Listen, y'all. These labels are getting tired of y'all killing, shooting, twerking. I'm trying to think what else do these rappers be doing out here that they getting tired of. Hold on, I gotta get rid of some stuff on here real quick. They tired of a lot of stuff, and y'all don't know it. They so tired of it that they are signing AI virtual rappers to their labels. They so tired of y'all mess. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I'm over here trying to clear some stuff out so that I don't have no issues anymore because I think that's what was going on when it jumped the first time. Yeah, they so tired of y'all. They so Capital Records signs the first artificial intelligence virtual rapper, FN Mika. Now I've heard about FN Mika a couple of times through other podcasts and vlogs and stuff. I actually went on the IG page a couple of times or whatever, just see what I want to know what's going on. And he sound like most of the rappers of today, so they could probably pull it off. I don't know, but what I'm telling y'all is y'all gotta get it together for the culture, for the industry. You don't have to be signed to a label, but I don't need my real rappers being replaced by an artificially intelligent rapper. I just don't need that. Like, this is why I still play video. This is why I play. If you don't know anything else, the reason why I play videos on Fridays is because I kind of miss the idea of like your Yo MTV raps and Rap City, the basement, and 106 and Parks and everything that BET had to offer. I miss the era, man, the music jukebox. I miss waiting to see what video was coming on next. I miss that kind of thing. So in order for me not to miss it, I decided to bring it back, and I brought it back on Fridays. It's called Fire Friday, where I play music videos from up and coming artists, underground artists, even mainstream artists, if I can, if I'm allowed to, like as far as it could go. But the point is like I miss that era of how things was done, so I decided to bring it back. And I'm gonna keep going with it, but I don't need my rappers replaced by computers. That mean y'all gotta step y'all rap game up, and y'all gotta step how y'all step to y'all fans up. Y'all gotta do things way differently. And it can't be this drill shit. It can't be out here shooting people up, bang, bang, got you. It can't be none of that. We gotta switch it up. We gotta bring the art form back to the culture. That's what we gotta do. And so I'm pledging to do that, and I'm hoping y'all pledging to do that as well. So, a few things I have to say. Now, like, I gotta show some love in a second, but I'm gonna say this: there will be no show on Wednesday because we are doing a live show on Thursday. We will have King Knox in the building to play this promo real quick to those listening and who are not watching. You can hear the music, but new project, new things going on. So we need to catch up and see what he got going on real quick. And so there will be no show on Wednesday because we will be in here prepping. He will be in the building. He will be, and I felt like it was befitting because he was the first person that I actually interviewed on the show. So I felt like if I'm going to bring somebody in-house into my own personal studio, that it should be the person, like I should all definitely have the people that I've had on this show up in this piece. But listen to this really quick. I'll be right back.
Shorty super sexy. She says she flexing on her exes. God bless her. Got an ass big as Texas, and she knows she got it. And every nigga wanna have. She want the hood love. She wanna fuck. That's what she texts.
All right, that was a quick snippet of what's to come on Thursday. He will be here. He sent me a message while I was in the middle of the show, confirming he will be here. And I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what's going on. I got questions. I got things on my mind. But he will be here on August the 25th. The show will be live on Facebook and YouTube live at 8:45 p.m. So tune in, tap in, do what you got to do. Be in the building, though. It's going down. So let me show some love really, really quick. Hold on. Gotta show some love. Because this is how this show goes. I show love to those who show love to me. And so these people that I'm about to shout out, they are my listening audience. And I love them so much. They are great. They hold it down. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you guys. Starting with the top countries though. United States. Period. Let's go. My country. I love you. Thank you. France. Hi. I love you. Can't wait to be there. Germany. Can't wait to be there either. The UK. Got a whole bunch of places in the UK I need to get to. And India. Got a few places I need to get to there as well. Thank you for loving me and, coming through and showing the love. And y'all consistently come back, and I appreciate you for it. Brazil, thank you. I love you. The Netherlands, thank you. I love you. Singapore, thank you, babies. I love you. South Africa, thank you. Sugar boogers, I love you. Hold on. Spain, I love you. Thank you. The Philippines, I love you. I thank you so much. Belgium, I thank you. Australia, thank you. Japan, thank you. Mexico, Ireland, Nepal, Mauritius, Israel, Canada, and Hong Kong. Thank each and every one of you. I love you. Hold on, we're not done. Russia, thank you. I love you. Switzerland, thank you. I love you. Turkey, I gotta learn how to say it in a new way, but Turkey, thank you. I love you. And Austria, thank you. I love you. You guys are great. Oh my gosh, you guys are extraordinary. Hold on. I gotta do my top cities though. Columbus, Ohio, I appreciate you. Thank you. San Jose, California, been my day ones. I thank you and I love you. Baltimore, Maryland, I thank you and I love you. My city hold me down like they supposed to. France, I will never butcher the name of the city, but I love you. Thank you so much. Spring Valley, Nevada, thank you. Frankfurt, Germany, thank you. Washington, Virginia, thank you. Ashburn, Virginia, thank you. North Las Vegas, Nevada, the other part of Vegas, thank you. I love you. Norton Shores, Michigan, thank you. I love you. Chicago, Illinois, what's up? Let's go, Chicago. Shout out to the shot. I love you. Boardman, Oregon, thank you. I love you. ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, what up? What's going on? Thank you. I love you. Las Vegas, Nevada, the other part of Vegas. Stop playing with them. I love you. Thank you. I love you so much. Owings Mills, Maryland, down the street. Love you. Pikesville, Maryland, up the street. Love you too. Boulder City, Nevada. I love you. No, India. I will never butcher the name of any city in India, but I love you. Philly. Shout out to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I love you. Randallstown, Maryland, down the street. Love you too. Singapore, I love you. South Highland, I love you. Ho, Ohio, I love you. Phoenix, Arizona, I love you. Washington, D.C., I love you. New York, I love you. Mumbai, India, I love you. Reading, Pennsylvania, I love you. Garfield Heights, Ohio, I love you. And last but not least, San Juan, Metro Manila. Because it's always a thriller in Manila. I love you guys. You guys are something extraordinary. I thank you for coming and listening to this podcast because you don't, but you do. And I'm glad to those that come back that I'm entertaining you a little bit, if not a lot. Now, if you cannot watch this podcast or if you miss some music or something like that, you can always go watch the playback. I don't recommend watching it on Facebook, though. I definitely recommend downloading the podcast or going to YouTube to watch the playbacks because Facebook definitely mutes a lot of the music in certain countries. So I'm sorry. That's how they get down. But I have an announcement about my personal Facebook page anyway. We're going to start redirecting everything to our actual page from now on. So that is just what it is. So they still going to cut the music though. So YouTube, download. That's how you get all the music. If you would like to be a guest on the show, hit us up ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Period. You heard what I said. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Y'all see it. Come on the show. If you have something to talk about, you want to be on the show, you want to promote something, you're looking for advertisement, All of that goes to the same email address, ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. We're on all streaming sites: Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Apple Music. Geez, we are everywhere. It's so many to name. I just can't name them all, but we are everywhere. Go check it out. You might have missed the episode or something. You can go back and check out the past episodes. They're there. Remember that anything that we say on this podcast is alleged. We just report the news. We don't know. We weren't there. But we will report it as honestly as we possibly can. You can always call in, drop a comment, in the comment section, or call in or text us. Even if it don't get on this episode, it'll make it on the next episode, because I'm definitely going to shout you out if you call or text. And if you would like to make an appearance on screen, hit me and drop in a comment below, like, drop the link, and I will. As long as it's tasteful and appropriate, I will drop the link. Any music that I play on this podcast, please believe I have full permission to play it. I wouldn't play it if I didn't. Remember to, hold on, let me get that off. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Any like, any share, or any subscription is love. Big love to Justin for coming through and, giving us a thumbs up. Thanks, Justin. We appreciate it, and I'm going to shout you out if you do it. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, that is www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. You never know what you're missing unless you go on the website. It also has our boutique and all that good stuff on there, so go check it out. If you would like to drop a donation, there's multiple ways, but at this moment, if you want to drop a donation right now, $ capital L Lore Lucidity. Again, $ capital L Lore Lucidity. You can drop us a donation. Everything is appreciated on this podcast, but y'all, it's just so crazy out here. The levels of toxic energy, the levels of negative energy is just crazy. Again, we praying for Miss C Rock, because she got something special to do, and I don't think that she knows what it is yet, but she got something great to do. She gonna do it. Fatty, I don't know, baby boy. It's looking pretty hard out here for you. You feel me? Like, it's looking pretty hard out for you. And Gary, I know you look like the type that be fucked up all the time, so I can't tell you that you just look like that's just what you be out here doing. And you just give me that vibe. I say this to everybody, I'm all for peace, a peaceful environment, and keeping it calm. And I know things are scary out here, and I know a lot of us are afraid of what we might encounter. But at the same time, we kind of gotta get it together, because it's looking real stupid out here. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Just y'all looking crazy out here. Get it together. So first things first, I got some things I gotta say before I get out of here. Remember, there will be no show on Wednesday, because we will be shooting a show live on Thursday with King Knox in the building. We doing that. So I'll be back with you guys on Thursday, and I will be doing a show on Friday as well. Just not doing one on Wednesdays too. I gotta get the studio is looking good right now, but I got more things that I need to tweak before I start bringing people in here. But everything is together. So, first things first, mind your motherfucking business. Like, come here on Mondays. Y'all just seen how I just dropped all everybody tea in business. I do that on Mondays. Come here on Media Monday. Let me give you the information that you need. It's safer that way. You're not out there in people's business. You minding your business, but being nosy at the same time in a peaceful environment. Mind your motherfucking business. Um, mm. Love your babies. It's not enough love for these kids out here, and they really, really, really need it. They need all the encouragement and love. School, if it hasn't already begun for some of your kids, it's about to start up. I know in Baltimore City and County, and they need all the encouragement they can get. So be there, encourage them, tell them they're great. I don't know if my baby's still gonna want to work for NASA this year, but if she do, that's where we going. We on our way to NASA. Love them babies, y'all. They need it. And last but not least, stay in your motherfucking lane. Let me tell you why. Cause you get in my lane, that's what you getting. She's not a nice girl. She's not. You would prefer her. She's so sweet and cute and nice and cuddly. Yeah. But when you jump in people's lanes, what usually happens is a head on collision. If not a head on collision, a collision period. Who has time for collision? Stay in your fucking lane. Karens. Stay in your lane, Kens. Stay in your lane, Becky's. Just stay in your fucking lane and everything will be all right. Everybody will be happy. Life will be so much better. Stay in your lane. That's all I'm going to say. But with that being said, y'all, I got to get up out of here. I do. It's about that time. But I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. Stay safe. Love on your babies. All that good stuff. And until Thursday, bye. Holla at y'all. Bye.